Well, as the channel grows, we get an awful lot more people contacting us, offering us products to review. Some of them they lend to us, some of them they give us. And I'm always very careful. I don't want to just end up accepting anything, and I don't want to be beholden to anyone financially. So we do not get paid for doing these reviews, and all I do is have a look at things and think, is this suitable for me? Would I be happy using it, having it, or whatever? And would it be of any interest at all to my viewers? And if it meets those conditions, we do not take money for doing these reviews or producing the video. We just do it as a I was going to say service. It's not really a service. It's just a way of getting stuff out there to people. So recently I've been approached by a number of people. One of them actually offered me a stereo system for a motorbike, and I thought, yeah, that's really going to help me or my EV viewers. But we do get some interesting ones. Recently I've been offered, sent a vibrating set of cushions, one for the lumbar region, one for the headrest. And this is something that I am actually really quite keen on. Now, if you're buying a top-end car, BMW, Mercedes or something, they now seem to come with built-in lumbar supports, adjustable headrests, and they'll often do heating, cooling, and some of them now are doing this vibrating, which is actually really quite soothing. So I've sent a set of these, lumbar cushion and a headrest. I've been using it for a few days. As I get older, yeah, my back goes a little bit. I do get stiff in the shoulder and the neck. Half of that is just sitting looking at the computer screen doing the videos. But it's actually quite nice. Now, the only way I could get a vibrating seat would be to trade that car in and trade it in for one that already has it built in. And that's just out of the question as far as budget is concerned. But many people, were with Brendan recently with the little Citroen Ami, and he has cushions inside it. So there's nothing wrong with adding a cushion to an existing seat. There was a rage, all the rage a little while ago with the beaded seats for the taxi drivers. Anyway, so I've been trying them, and actually it's really quite interesting. On the realistic side, it's not the same as having a £100,000 Mercedes and all this built into your seat. It's not that sort of thing. This is very much down at the budget end. But if you haven't got that built into your seat, you don't have that many options. So the cushion and the headrest are very well made. They're built for a car. One of the negatives with it straight away was the method of fixing. If you're jumping in and out, sliding in and out of your car on a regular basis, the fixing mechanism for these becomes very important. If every time you get in, you've got to lean forward and reposition it and try and get it to line up, it's not ideal. Same with the headrest. It needs to be able to sit where your head rests. And unfortunately, in this particular case, the video didn't do it for me and my car. Now, it will work quite well on other cars, I'm sure, but for me, my headrest, for example, mine are built into the seat, so I don't have anywhere which lifts up, so I can adjust the height of the headrest, so I can adjust the height of this. So for me, it wasn't easy to use. But once it was in place, if I'm on a journey, it's actually really good. It has a number of settings. You can set the vibration level, timing and pulsing and everything else. And it actually does make you feel a little bit better. I'm not sure I was totally refreshed after a drive with them, but it was certainly very interesting. And so for any of my viewers out there, if you've got any back issues, neck issues, comfort issues, because don't forget, when you buy your EV, you've got your seats. You can't, well, you can change them, but we don't. And so what you've got, you're stuck with. And while they might seem comfortable on a 10 or 20 minute test drive, when you've been driving 2 or 3 hours down the motorway, most of us will find they're not the most comfortable seats that we have. Anything that can actually help that has got to be welcome. I'm going to be putting all the price details down below and links to their website. So if anyone wants to get interested, this is just one product they do. So it's one review of one particular product. But they've got a lot of very interesting stuff on the website. So you need to have a look at that. They have offered a discount if you use a link I've put down below. You get an extra few % off. So what I would say is, when I get out and meet people, I'm finding that a lot more, proportionally higher number of people with EVs do have mobility issues. Met Rachael down in Bristol. Met a couple, quite a few, when I went up to the Herrick. And I do notice that I have in the channel a disproportionately high number of people who have some restriction in mobility, some people much more than others. And so if anyone out there is looking for a solution to a problem, which is you're uncomfortable in your car, have a look at this. It's well worth a try. It's not a lot of money. You don't have to go and spend thousands on a new Mercedes or anything. Give it a try. If it works for you, great. If it doesn't work for you, it's probably done absolutely no harm, and it might still be worth comfortable even if you don't use the vibrating feature anymore. So anyhow, so you'll be seeing various clips of this. I will stress we don't get paid for these. This is not the way we run the channel. I am a firm believer that if we are paid for something, we have to give a, let's call it a biased view of the product. We don't do that. We call a spade a spade. For what the price is, these are actually quite good. If it suits your car, it's done better than mine, and if it suits your back and makes you feel better, that's a real win. So thanks very much for watching. Anyone interested, click down, link down below, have a look on the website and see what it is you can find there that might help you. I'm Dave.